Oh my gosh, they actually closed the interstate. I had no idea. My name is Liz Amazing, and I am living full-time in an RV as I travel across the country. I'm visiting all the national parks and checking out all the sights there are to see while I'm working as a drone photographer. Hey, thanks for being here for the ride. I did 478 miles today, day 2. I'm somewhere in Missouri, and the sun's about ready to set. It was a good day, lots of driving. The rain, oh my gosh. So I was trapped in the Walmart parking lot this morning for like 2 hours. I was really excited about visiting a dear friend of mine in Kansas City. But the rain just kept me there for 2 hours. But really, there was no reason to complain. I love my new camper, love, love, love it. And Mango was able to stretch out and he was happy and I was on the couch. So this camper is just so much better than the camper van. And of course, I did get to go visit my friend and the sun came out for a little bit and I photographed those flowers because they remind me of Kansas City. So then back on the road, 80-mile-an-hour speed limit. Oh my goodness. But I'm not going that fast. I mean, I'm pulling a trailer, so I do 65, 66 max. Anyway, today was a great day and I'm staying here at this rest stop. Oh my gosh, they actually closed the interstate. I had no idea. Yesterday, as I was leaving Kansas City, I changed my route. Instead of crossing the country across Kansas and Colorado, I'm now headed north and I'm going to cross South Dakota and Wyoming. Because I don't have a generator with me, at least it'll be cool at night, which according to the forecast it will be. But as I'm driving along through Missouri and into Iowa, oh my gosh, I've seen so many soggy farms. I took these pictures from the truck as I'm driving. I just cannot believe all this cropland was underwater. So I find out that the interstate was closed for 2 to 3 weeks in Missouri, Iowa, and South Dakota and just opened up. I got so lucky. So for like a 60 to 100 mile stretch, the exits are still closed. But this is actually Percival, Iowa. And I droned over it because I just could not believe the devastation. It made me so sad. I had my own water crisis to deal with today, and that is that I have a water tank in the camper and I filled it up before I left, but there's a design flaw that every time I go up a hill, the water just sloshes out the back out of the overflow. So bottom line is I was just about out of water. And it's just not so easy to find water on the road. I'm not staying in campgrounds, and I need drinkable water. So then this happened, which I just think is just amazing. So it's pouring down rain again, and it's the end of the day today. And I go down the rest area ramp to get in the rest area, and there's a sign that says cars to the right, trucks and trailers to the left, but it's pouring down rain. I can't really see, and there's this low median, and I'm thinking, well, I'm supposed to be on this other side of it. I was on the right side of the median, and I'm thinking, well, I better cross it and get to the left side so I can go where the trucks and trailers are. And I just really felt like I needed to cross that median because I thought, well, maybe the median will get too high for me to cross. So I do it, and then, like I said, it's pouring down rain. I took this photo later, and then boom, what do I see when I cross the median but a water station specifically for campers to fill up their water. I'm like, how awesome is that? It just makes me feel divinely led, and I'm just so grateful that the water just appeared. And it was a gorgeous sunset tonight, and I got a lot of miles in today. Thanks for being with me on my journey.